morning. So this is day 2 of the Harescombe Pairs. So I'm fishing with Jason Crump. A tiny bit disappointing with the pairs, if I'm honest. There's only 7 pairs fishing. Leading the way at the moment would be Chris Cameron and Steve Ford. I think they've just got about £200, I think, if my maths is right. It might be, yeah, I think it's about £200-ish. And then me and Jace have got, well, I've done awful. I had £78 and Crump has done well. I was second on my lake with £90. So what's that? 168 or whatever. So a little bit behind, so £32 behind. So that'd be tough to make up, to be honest. But hey, we'll try. Yesterday was just a little bit frustrating. Couldn't catch to begin with. Gone long. Normally shipping long would be like your banker line to catch a few idiot fish, but that just didn't happen, which was a bit frustrating. And then come short where I've just been like throwing a few 6mm, and then had one and missed a couple of bites, which was, yeah, I missed quite a few bites yesterday, to be fair. There's no nuisance fish, or there's just basically carp, and I think there's a very, very odd little perch in there, but yeah, so basically it's all carp. So it's not like you're getting bitted out or missing bites from fish that is not the target fish. So then thought, right, no problem, go to the right, be really negative, tap in some pellets and fish a nice 6mm expander. Had one straight away doing that, and then that was it then, sort of chasing my tail, not catching anything. But it was evident that the lake was slow, the guy to my right wasn't catching. And then on our bank, because I don't like name dropping, they caught a few fish to begin with, but nothing too far out. And obviously I couldn't see the other banks, so I wasn't sure how they were catching. And to make it like simple, basically caught best sort of down the edge. So obviously, you know, when you feed down the edge, they're like feeding fish, aren't they? They're coming in to search for food. So happy days. So fed them bad boys. But try to catch in the, whatchamacallit, in the shallower water. And that was sort of a bit of a bad mistake, really, and sort of forced it a little bit. And again, another not good move, really, because obviously the festival's done on weight. Well, not festival, but 2 days done on weight. So wanted to be a bit positive. As I've drawn 19, got a little bit of room. Peg 19, Derek's favourite number. And basically caught best sort of like, what was it, probably 2.5 foot of water, and then just drag it slightly up the slope. So like a strong bulk, drag it up the slope and just sit there and wait until I spot it. That was by far the best, just maggots and micros. And I think you could lay a bit of line on the bottom with maggots and just get cleaner bites than what you would potentially with pellets or corn or meat, in my opinion. Maybe worm could have worked, but the fish were really, really cold. I believe I think I had £78. I think the fish was sort of averaging sort of like £2.5. I thought I had about 24 fish. So yeah, maybe a couple more, but not a great deal more. So yeah, so I've come away a little bit deflated, really. 41 the lake, 114. Luke, I think he had 86, and then Alan, I think, had 80. I had 78. There's a 77, 55, and then I'm not sure what was weighed next to me. So yeah, today Crumpy caught yesterday well on worms. Actually cut worms up, which I was quite surprised, because I thought it'd be a bit too cold for that, but it just shows what I know. So he's done well by fishing worms. He's caught a bit of everything: skimmers, F1s, and a few carp. So that's opened my eyes up. I'm not overly keen on doing it, don't get me wrong, I do like fishing worms. I don't do as much as what I used to, I think just because of the venues, to be honest. So yeah, definitely will cut up some, but I'm not overly confident in catching on it. We've had a bit of rain this morning, as you can see. It's supposed to rain yesterday, but it never did. I never set my cameras up yesterday because kitted up too much kit. Didn't have time to kit them up, and it would have been a bit of a boring experience, to be honest, because the first 2 hours I caught next to nothing. So yeah, we will see. Not too far away to get to Harescombe now. Journey's a killer, that 5 miles, 17 minutes. So there's days one's result, so you can see it in black and white. Fish quite tough, I suppose. Maybe the weather, wind, and made it more difficult to present. And the joke is today now it's like really, really bright. There is a little bit of ripple, but unfortunately it's blowing the other way. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't always this bright, but sometimes the sun will go behind the clouds, and it was obvious that when that sun did go behind the clouds, it was easier to catch a fish. I think it's just a bit too bright, waving a pole over them wasn't really ideal. I think in hindsight, I should have kitted up maybe a little method feeder, and definitely should have gotten that chopped worm a bit sooner. Really, 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 really slow start. I probably had £8 in the first hour, £18 as in total after about 2 and a bit hours. So I did struggle. 40 said he didn't catch very much to the his first part of the match. So I wasn't maybe the only one that struggled, but Dave Romain opposite has caught quite well on the method, just chucking down his peg a little bit. You're not allowed to go past the pallet. So because we've got loads of room, there's only 7 of us fishing, which I can't quite understand, to be honest, because it's a great fishery. I ain't paid or sponsored or anything to say that. Should start coming here more, really. You can use your own pellets. You know what I mean? So I'm not saying that's the be all and end all, but obviously saves a few pennies. And park behind your peg. You couldn't get any friendlier people that run it, so I'm a bit shocked really that only 7's fished the pairs. Apparently it was 18 last year. So I don't know if it's to do with cost of living or what's going on. I don't know if anything clashed with it today. I mean, there's the Ivy House win at league today, but there's only 14 on that. So I'm not sure. I don't know how many was at Hillview. Because obviously they're all venues that obviously compete against each other. So I don't know. If not so many people are fishing. What do you think? Let me know down below. Why do you think people ain't going fishing? That's a genuine question. I'm concerned why people just don't. I feel there's less people going fishing around our area anyway. So around the sort of like southwest where I sort of live, Gloucestershire. So as I said, I'm pretty sure I said really, really slow start. About £8 in the first hour, £18 in total. After about 2.5 hours on the phone to Crumpy, is catching really well. Give me a bit of a bollocking, really. Quite rightly so. So, sort of, I had to sort of force it a little bit. I feel like to start off with, that definitely wasn't the right thing to do. So, not like crazy, but basically, we're big pots, some ground bait, a few micros, and some dead maggots in it, and just bring fish into your peg. Obviously, I think if every peg was in and stuff, that would definitely wouldn't be the thing to do. But it was evident that
everyone sort of started to catch. And the trouble is, I was so far behind. I was like definitely plumb last. Mind you, saying that, 40 said he struggled for the first couple of hours, and yet he had quite a lot of room. That's not a dig, just saying, like, obviously I wasn't the only one that found it difficult to start off with. Dave opposite caught quite well, chucking a method a bit further down the peg. So the rules are you're not allowed to go past the pallet. So because we got loads of room. So I think I missed a trick there. Could have chucked a method a bit further down. I think that might maybe got me a couple of extra fish. Maybe fished a little bit lighter and just tapped in some pellets and been a bit more patient. But I just could not catch to begin with. I really couldn't. It was doing my head in. And then looking up the lake, you could see Luke was catching quite well, and obviously Dave had a few on the method. Alan had a couple on the method and a few meat short, but yeah, even he struggled a little bit to be fair. And obviously he's a good angler and fishes here quite a bit as well. I mean, I did start on meat across, just tapped in a few pieces, which obviously hadn't set the camera up very well. And I just didn't catch. So I just think maybe the fish I was fishing for was vegetarian on this peg. So this is real time, so this hasn't been sped up. So you can see that I've just caught by basically big potting. Toss potting, I did try it, but it just wasn't right. Just caught smaller fish as well, like more skimmers and tiny F1s. So big potting definitely brought some carp in it. Maybe I should have done it a bit sooner, that worm stodge. I don't know, it's lots of ifs, buts and maybes, because I don't fish the venue. Basically, I've just been duffed up. Just haven't really made the right decisions, to be honest with you. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Wasn't ideal. Obviously, the camera angle on this video wasn't great. Missed day one, just didn't have enough time to kit up, which is my own fault. Basically, not very well organised and kitted up too much kit, which probably overcomplicated things as well. So I do apologise on that. And I do apologise to Crumbie as well. Hopefully I'll make up this coming weekend at Illview on another pairs match. Anyway, take care. Hopefully see you soon.